All right, everybody, welcome back to the next installment of All Things Parks Must-Sees around Walt Disney World. And so today what we're going to be talking about is one of our favorite areas in all of Walt Disney World. Well, I would say, it's towards the top. I don't know if I can call it my most favorite.
It's my favorite.
All
It's
right.
my favorite.
Well, it's up there for me, too. Top 3, without a doubt. But anyway, so what we're going to be talking about is the World Showcase at Epcot. And so what we're going to do is kind of just break down exactly what we think is worthwhile seeing. So, kind of explain what that's going to mean for them.
Well, there's a lot to do back here, no matter what your age is. So we're going to break down what we think you need to hit in terms of what to see, what to eat, what to drink, what to take pictures of.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of photo ops back here, and it's really a great way to get some culture in when you're in the middle of Orlando.
Yes.
Why not do it? You can travel to 10 different countries in the span of 3 hours, depending on how quickly you're walking.
Yes.
So let's get to it. So I like starting out at Mexico.
Yes.
Because that's just the way I like doing things.
That's the way you go.
So, a couple of different shops and eateries at Mexico. Some good, some pretty good merchandise out there.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a big fan of Donaldo. Sporting his caballero uniform there, or outfit. And so there's a meet and greet here, so you can see Donaldo.
Photo op.
Yeah, that's always good fun. So there's your photo op. As far as dining, we have La Cantina de San Angel.
Yes.
We have the San Angel Inn restaurant.
Yes.
And then we have the
counter service.
Yeah, so no, that's the cantina.
Oh, La Hacienda.
Yeah, La Hacienda de San Angel. So a lot of San Angel. Yeah. San Angel, he's getting a lot of play in the Mexico Pavilion, and rightfully so. I mean, I don't know who he is, but good for you.
He's got a good mole sauce.
Does he?
It's the only mole sauce I've ever liked, so it must be good.
All right. Okay.
So, yeah.
But along with that, so those are, I would say out of those 3 restaurants, La Hacienda, I guess that one's probably that one's probably my favorite because you get a nice view of all the rest of the country. It's like, it's cool to eat inside of the Mayan temple.
Right.
But I like seeing a little bit of the light.
Right. And that one's right on the water there. And that's the one that has the really good mole. So that's what you should check out at that restaurant. But if you're inside, I know there's a tequila bar that Andrew loves.
I do love it. La Cava del Tequila is the must-go-to around World Showcase.
Stop. That's why he starts in Mexico.
Yeah, you can't miss this place. That's why if you start in Canada, possibly you get to Mexico and you're too tired for a margarita, which is just kind of absurd, but it could happen. You never know.
It could happen, but
so start off there. The margaritas are great. The service is great. Everybody's friendly in there because how can you not be?
It's a fiesta.
How can you not be in a good mood?
Yeah. So recommended margarita, avocado margarita.
Of course.
And you can walk around with it. Go ahead and stop at some of the shops in the marketplace there. They have the Crystal Shop. And then don't forget to go on the Gran Fiesta Tour with the 3 caballeros.
The 3 caballeros, they say we are birds of a feather. But with that, you can't bring your drink on. So make sure you check out to see, all right, should I get a drink first? Or should I go on the ride first and then get a drink? But definitely have to go get a drink, without a doubt. But next country. So let's keep it rolling.
We're rolling.
We are now going to be approaching one of your favorite countries.
My all-time favorite country, not one of them.
Oh, man, I keep getting this wrong. All right, let's hear it.
Norge!
The land of our ancestors.
Land of our ancestors. We are 0% Norwegian, but 100% Norwegian at heart.
Yes, 100%
That's all that matters.
Norg.
So, Norway is my favorite country. Rest in peace, Maelstrom, my favorite ride of all time at Disney.
Maelstrom.
And it has been replaced with a Frozen ride. So here is one of the areas that I would recommend for children. If they do like the Frozen movie, you can go through Frozen Ever After and relive the magical music of such a fabulous movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's not worth the 2-hour wait that possibly it has. But if you can get on it, or if you got a fast pass, check it out. It's definitely worth it to check out. They got some pretty cool animatronics in there. Some high upgraded animatronics. The faces are legit.
Anyways, there's also character dining here. So at Akershus, you can meet Belle, Princess Aurora, whole bunch, Snow White. They're all going to be there.
Yep.
And then also they have a really good bakery, the Kringla.
Yes.
Really good school bread, I would recommend. And also you can use a counter service for your dining plan here and get a really good salmon sandwich. So it's smoked salmon on rye bread, I think, and then it has a cream cheese dill.
Yeah, it is good stuff.
Get it.
And this is probably my favorite beer at World Showcase also.
It's good.
So Carlsberg, I know it's not actually from Norway, yes. It was produced in Holland, but that's where they sell it. And it's by far my favorite beer around the World Showcase. So try that out also.
Also, last note to point out about Norway is they have really good perfumes, so check that out. The essence of Norway.
Yeah, you can smell like Norway the entire day.
I smell like Norway every day.
That makes for a good day. Makes for a real good day. Every day is a good day when you smell like Norway. All right, on to the next one. So we've had our fill. We're smelling real pretty.
Oh, yeah.
And now we're going into the next pavilion, which is the China Pavilion.
Yes.
And so here, a crazy amount of little knickknacks in their stores.
Crazy puppets.
Yeah, a lot of things. A lot of pandas.
Coin purses. But right when you're approaching, you'll actually see the Joy of Tea cart, and that's very popular if you're into like bubble teas, things like that. You have to check that out because people rave about this.
Yeah, and then right across from that is kind of their aerobics and theatrics area.
Yes.
So in front of their
acrobatics.
Acrobatics. I mean
aerobics. That reminds me of like going in the pool.
Yeah, they got people. They got people doing their jigs out there. But
water
anyways,
caps are provided.
They put on some wild shows there. Those kids that they bring out are talented.
Very talented. I don't think they have spines.
Yeah, I don't know how they can bend so much, and I also don't know how many hours a day they put into that. But it's like, dude, kudos to you, kids.
And that everyone's just clapping the whole time.
I mean, there's nothing to do but clap.
Exactly.
It's impressive.
Exactly. Right behind them, then, you do have some ponds. Is it koi fish in these too, or is that just in Japan? There are fish in this pond.
I don't know if it's koi fish here, but for sure in Japan. Yeah. But then you have the impressions, or is it Impressions of China?
No,
or
that's
Reflections?
in France.
Yeah, Reflections of China, correct? So you have the Chinese theater, not the Grammys theater, but it's a Chinese theater, and so they're actually going to be getting a new 360 tour show film that's going to be coming in.
Right.
That was just announced at D23, so something to look forward to on your next China visit, depending on when they open it up. No date has yet been announced.
Yeah, and also in there you have the tomb with all the guards, like a small replica of that. And then if you continue going on back, it connects into a huge shopping area. So lots there. Right outside that shopping area, you can meet Mulan and Mushu. So another photo op.
Mushu.
And a good place for the kids to see some characters as well. Or adults to see some characters.
Yeah. You gotta love character meet and greets.
Yeah. And then you continue walking forward, back towards the front. You're going to pass a little walk-up stand that you can get some quick service options at. So I know people like to stop there and get some egg rolls.
Yep.
And then you have their main restaurant, the Nine Dragons.
Yeah, and so at that quick service, you can get the beer there. So again, if you're taking part of the drinking around the world festivities there, the Tsing Sao is a very good beer that they serve there that I like. And then I think even at the tea market or the Joy of Tea, I think they have an alcoholic option. So if you're not looking for a beer there, you can go to the Joy of Tea. But
don't have to travel far to find alcohol.
No, yeah, they're all over the place. So now crossing the bridge over into our next pavilion. Not a pavilion, but an outpost.
An outpost.
Our African outpost. So this is kind of just you've done 3 countries. You need a little breather.
Yeah.
You want to play on the drums a little bit. There's some things for the kids to do there. Little toys, little market there, and then kind of just your basic theme park refreshments. So like sodas and things like that.
Right.
But then the next country that you're going to come to is Germany. So
Tiki-taki, tiki-taki,
oi,
oi, oi, oi.
good food, always good drinks. She's actually showcasing one of the beers that they show there.
Schafferhofer.
The grapefruit drink.
Which, coming to Food and Wine Festival, they're brewing a pomegranate beer just for the occasion.
Yeah, it's going to be...
So we're
sounds
going.
Good. Sounds good. Oh, yeah, we'll be there.
We'll be there.
We will be there. But let's talk about some of what you're going to find in Germany. So, obviously, we have the character meet and greet is the first thing that we come across.
Right.
So, we got Snow White hanging out by her wishing well. It's actually a really cool location.
Nice photo op, yeah.
Yeah, good spot. So, check that out. And then you're going to get hit in the face with the smell of hot caramel.
It's going to hit you, and then all of that Norwegian perfume, you're not even going to smell it anymore.
Yeah, you're just going to start taking caramel and rubbing it. And then that's your smell for this country, just soaking up in caramel.
Yeah, just lather it up.
But then you have the ornament store, so you can get your pickle.
You got to get that pickle.
Hide the pickle in your tree.
And then right behind that is all of the German themed things. So like Goofy dressed up as a German.
Yeah. And then you have the Steinhaus.
Yes.
And then from there you have a wine cellar, which wine and cheese.
Yes.
Get some good pairings there.
Yes, and this is they have a Pinot Noir that's not red. So figure that one out. I don't know. But
mind blown.
Our friend gave it to us that day.
Mind blown.
What was his name? Martin. Great cast member.
Yeah, I love meeting the cast members. Like, just a side note, that's one of my favorite things to do around the World Showcase is start talking to some of the cast members because they have some good stories and they're always so friendly. So that's definitely a treat in itself, just talking to people from those countries. So
they're all from those countries and had to grow up there. It's funny because remember that one time we were in Germany and I was like, so what's the capital of Germany? Just to start conversation, and the person really didn't know.
Yeah.
So that was funny.
They probably know more about American landmarks than they did about German landmarks.
Well, anyways, just throwing it out there.
Yeah. But what else? What are we eating there?
The beer garden. So they have a buffet with live entertainment with all the big horns and everything on stage, and then you get to go tiki-taki, oi, 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 and then chug your beer. Or that's optional.
A lot of sausages.
A lot of sausages.
A lot of wursts.
Pretzel bread.
Oh yeah, good stuff. And sauerkraut.
Yes, plenty of sauerkraut.
Yeah. And so if you don't go to that restaurant for your bratwurst, you can still go to the Summerfest house that's right outside of it and get your quick service
brat and sauerkraut.
And they serve it in they got the pretzels there too, which are always good. You can't go wrong with a good German pretzel. But they also have a crystal shop. They have a teddy bear shop, and then they have kind of like a woodworking shop. So
and they
cool
sell
stuff.
some the soccer gear and stuff.
Yeah. A lot of the countries that are real heavy into the football realm will sell a lot of the sports gear there.
And then right out there too is going to be your beer stand. So that's where you can get this. You can also get the tall glass. It's a souvenir cup and it has a German flag on it. Just throwing it out there.
Suvies. And during Oktoberfest, they have some good choices there if you like Oktoberfest beers. So check that out because that's coming up.
And I feel like this is one of the countries that really, when you walk into it, you really feel like you're there. So they did a really good job of making it surrounding you.
It's immersive there. And it's like, it's on top of you, but there's still enough space.
Right.
So I like it a lot. But next country we're going to hit is Italia. So coming up, great picture spots here in Italy, over by the gondolas and kind of the Venice area where it's kind of like some of the canals running through where the water is. So some good shots, especially with Spaceship Earth in the background. And then just the architecture overall here is
beautiful,
very beautiful.
The marble building, all the columns. So more perfumes and things here, but right when you are approaching, they have a dessert stand, and you have to stop at this dessert stand. So they have a cannoli cupcake, gelato,
cannoli,
a lot of sugar that tastes really good.
But they have the Italian margarita here, which is a must-have, especially if you like margaritas. It's a nice little twist on it. It's just it's limoncello and grappa juice or something like that, and that was it. Yeah, and it is, especially on a hot day. very refreshing.
Yes.
And if that's not going to cool you down, go to the back and get a slice of pizza, because that'll really help cool you
They're
down.
ice cold. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, they are. No, but so you got a couple of different eateries here, and then a really cool wine cellar.
Yes.
Like, really cool wine cellar.
Right.
The wine cellar usually, I feel like every time I'm in there, it's kind of dead. So
yeah, I don't know
always
if people aren't really sure that it's back there because it is right next to their restaurant, Tutto Italia.
Mm-hmm.
Great food, great staff.
Yeah.
Dimas worked there.
Sure did.
And then, and then this wine cellar is right next to it. And then, you also get your Peroni and Moretti there, so it's not just wine.
Yeah.
But it's a full bar, and they also have desserts and stuff there as well, so it's not just drinks.
Right.
And then all the way in the back against the wall is Via Napoli. It's their pizzeria.
Mm-hmm. And that's where you can get pizza by the slice, or you can go in and sit.
Yeah, the big, what's that, brick oven?
Brick ovens, yeah.
So, really good, and there's a window, too, so you can just pick up a slice if you don't want to sit down. The pizzas are ginormous, so it's fun even just to go back there and kind of see what's going on in that restaurant, because it's a fun atmosphere.
Yeah, and they got some good creations for pizzas, like not your typical, what you would think American-style pizza. So, some prosciuttos and melon, which is a good one.
Really good.
But yeah, so check out what they got for those Zaz slices.
Yeah.
So let's keep on rolling.
Well, up front there's a few more shops and also another wine store that you can also get wine at in case you didn't walk a few feet back.
Right. Or if you wanted to buy some bottles.
Yeah, you can buy bottles and also nice like pasta dishes and things like that aren't really Disney themed but just Italian.
Yeah. All right. So sorry I jumped the gun, but now let's go ahead.
Okay,
we'll continue on. So
not that we're approaching anything exciting.
Yeah, the American Adventure, the host of the World Showcase. And what a gracious host they are.
Oh my gosh, they're just serving everybody stuff they want.
You can get popcorn here. You can get popcorn.
Sam Adams.
Yeah.
But not the one they used to.
Yeah, you used to be able to get Red Brick. Was this location and Boston were the only two places you could get this beer. And so it did have a little bit of that, that magic to it.
Let's
it's like,
host
all right,
you.
Cool. Yeah. Like, cool.
We'll give you our finest.
Yeah. But they don't carry that anymore, so now you can
don't.
just get a regular Sam Adams, or you could get a Red Stag float, I believe, Jim Beam float. I think is what it is.
Sounds about right.
But who knows? They might have changed that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you can usually get like a bourbon, a drink of some sort, or a Sam Adams.
And during Food and Wine Festival, I think they do have like Oktoberfest Sam Adams. They might have like another Sam Adams option, but
cool. That's about it. And then they have. They have their quick service Liberty Inn back there, which I mean is again your standard American food.
If you're going to eat in the World Showcase, you probably should not eat at this.
Well,
location.
I mean it's for kids too. Like you get those picky eaters.
Well, brat, a child would eat.
You never know.
I don't know.
I mean, you never know.
I guess I don't know.
Yeah, we don't have kids. Yeah. I'll eat it, but I'm not going to eat a hot dog or a hamburger.
Child don't like
that's
tacos.
true. Or quesadillas.
I mean,
okay. All right.
Don't eat here.
Yeah. You don't need to eat here. There's plenty of other options. But then you have the performing stage.
Oh, this is where it gets wild.
Not all those.
Oh, I thought you meant just out front of the adventure. You know when they come in the uniforms.
Oh.
Periodically.
No.
That's what I thought you meant. But yes, the stage.
What's the ride?
The American Adventure.
Yeah.
It's not a ride.
Well, the attraction they have there. It's a good place for air conditioning for 30 minutes if you're because by this time you're about 3/4 of the mile, or I would say.
I'm gonna say Italy is the hottest country though, because there's no shade.
No shade there.
That's a hot one.
Well, that's why you go into the cellar, the wine cellar, and then you just hang out there for a while. But here. Again, go in there. They used to have the Chase Lounge upstairs, which was nice. If you were a Chase card member, you could go up there and you had like some complimentary drinks. And,
aspartame. Yeah,
aspartame for sure.
And cords to plug your phone.
Yeah, you could charge your phone up there, which was really nice.
And good views over, if there weren't trees in the way of your spot.
Yeah, but then there's a gift store and a couple other kiosks.
Well, we didn't really explain what American Adventure was.
Do we need to?
No. Don't do it.
I mean, it's kind of like Hall of Presidents.
It is, but Mark Twain's in it on a boat.
All right, well,
a canoe.
Cool. You get Hall of Presidents plus Mark Twain. Have fun. Enjoy it in there. But the stage
Yes.
across.
It's fun.
It is fun.
I danced with Chubby Checker on the stage. We did the twist.
The twist.
Again last summer.
Nice. Yeah, so this is really cool, especially during Food and Wine. They'll have a bunch of different bands playing.
Mm-hmm.
During the Candlelight Processional, they have a lot of really good hosts that are reading.
Yeah.
Is it the 12 Nights of Christmas? Or what are they reading? I don't really remember what they're reading. But or they read the Candlelight Professional, I can tell you that. But then they have, like, different choruses or choirs singing.
Yeah. They're all in their gowns singing.
Yeah, exactly. And then during Flower and Garden, they have bands there as well. So this is where you can rock out a little bit around the countries.
Or around the Christmas tree.
Or around the Christmas tree at Christmas time, for sure. And you can also get your elephant ears, or what is the other name for them? Funnel cakes. I call them elephant ears.
Oh, we've been in America too long. Let's carry on.
Let's go. Next country. Japan. Japan, they got some...
Konnichiwa!
They got sushi rolls.
Sushi rolls.
They got sake.
Sake.
They got koi pans.
They do.
And then they got the Mitsuyaka toy store, or department store, which is just filled with...
It's like Tokyo.
Like, if you like any anime things, this is the place to go. Like, this is a good spot for the kids. Like Pokemon.
Even because there's stuff to play with, set up. So it is good, hands-on. Mm-hmm. They can kind of roam around and see what they like.
And there's a lot of different, like,
Hello
Japanese candy. Yeah, Hello Kitty is another one that's big. And then...
all the gowns and stuff in the back. And when you continue on, you get into all, like, the sushi making things and all the little bowls and the teapots and everything like that. And then there's that sake bar all the way in the back corner.
Yeah. And then teppanyaki is your kind of... What's that called? That
teppanyaki.
Teppanyaki. So, where you have the chefs cooking in front of you, chopping up. They'll do a Mickey Mouse with the onions. Then you get your volcano going, and it's good times in there. I like a little bit of a show with my dinner. So it's a fun.
And you can meet
treat. New
people too, because if there's like a group of two, you'd be placed with other people, so it's a full table for the cook.
Yeah.
And also the balcony, because this is upstairs above that store that we just talked about. So there's a balcony all around it and a good spot to see the night show, which we'll get to at the end.
Mm-hmm. That we will.
Good views.
There is.
Also, good photo op is up in the water.
Yeah, by the torii. So you'll see the Japanese torii there, and then behind it you'll see all the drums set up, and there's a really cool drum show that they put on a few times a day there.
Yes.
So, good stuff.
Yeah, and they have a counter service up the hill past the koi ponds, and that's a good place to get like spring rolls and different sushi rolls if you want something quick like that.
Also up there they have a rice sake that I do not recommend. That was... Someone got that for me one time, and I was like, all right, I'll try it. And I was...
not pleased.
I should have said, no, I won't have that. But holy cow. That'll turn your day around real quick.
Yeah, and then walking down from there is the little beer hut. Mm-hmm. So what was the beer from this one?
This would be Sapporo. So you can actually get it frozen, which I thought was going to be awesome. Mm-hmm. I wasn't a fan.
No.
Go get your beer in liquid form. Trust me, you'll enjoy it a lot more. The frozen was a little weird.
Okay.
But let's go ahead, keep on marching on.
Keep on keeping on. So now we are going to Morocco.
We sure are.
This is another one of my favorite, because this is one, like I mentioned with Germany, that you kind of just feel like you're somewhere completely different.
Yeah, this one actually, they brought in architects and a bunch of kind of, I wouldn't say project managers, but like people that were in the Moroccan government or were used in a lot of their construction to actually build this pavilion. So it's 100% legit as far as what the buildings are and how it was created. So that's really cool.
Yeah, that's also down to the color of it. So they wanted it a specific color, but what they didn't realize is that you could see Tower of Terror all the way at Hollywood Studios from behind this. So they had to paint the back of Tower of Terror so that it just looked like a continuation of these buildings.
Which, it fits in well. Like when you see it from the port of entry area, you're like, oh wow. Morocco goes deep.
Yeah, it's going far.
Yeah, but they have really cool stores here. You can get some Fez hats.
You can,
You got the Tangerine Cafe, which is a great spot to get you can get some of your sangria
Curries.
there, and you can get different curries and different food.
Yeah. Pastries as well.
Yeah, hummus.
Hummus.
And then in the back you have the restaurant Marrakesh, which if you like your Moroccan food, check this out. But if you're looking for something a little bit quicker, go up to the front along the water and go to Spice Road Table. In this spot,
I love this.
They have an awesome bar there. They have a nice patio area that looks out over the lake, and then they have an indoor area too, which is really nice. And so, great food.
Great food. They have really good grape leaf rolls that we have tried.
Yeah,
they're really good. So good.
Yeah, and then also a meet and greet for Jasmine Aladdin in the back.
Yes, really nice meet and greet. They have a whole little backdrop for them. Really good photo ops all around this country. Actually, they have a camel, not real, but it's a nice photo op. Some nice fountains and things like that. So nice photo ops.
Yeah, the
good
architecture is
food.
awesome here.
They have really good sangria here. Really good sangria.
Yeah.
So you could get the picture of it at the Spice Road Table, or you can get it by the glass as well.
There's also at the Spice Road Table at the bar, there's this really good creamy coconut drink that I can't remember what the name is, but it's good. Yeah,
you'll get it.
Ask them what on the menu is the creamy coconut, and they'll point you in the right direction. But speaking of the right direction, let's keep going to the left. Well, right, depending on which
you're looking.
Right, yeah. All right, so France is next.
Parlez-vous français?
And so, lots of good eats in France.
Oh
the first place that you're going to come up to is Les Chefs.
If you hadn't put them on by now, it's time to put the pants on.
Yeah, you better, because we got pastries on top of pastries.
On top of butter.
On
just
top
sticks
of
of butter.
And good dessert.
Yeah, really good dessert.
I mean, they're not. I mean, they're buttery, but I've had more buttery.
Oh yeah.
In my day.
So, Chefs de France is their main table service restaurant there. I personally really like it. Remy from Ratatouille comes and talks to you. You can answer or ask him yes or no questions, and he will personally answer you.
Yeah, that's definitely fun for the kids. I mean, it's fun to see anywhere. So they bring them out on a tray, and they take the lid off, and Remy's just hanging out there asking you a few questions. Yeah, it's cool.
Really nice. Really, and he makes sure to get to every table, so he will not miss you.
And then outside of that, heading back into the pavilion, really nice fountain area.
Yes.
So great photo op with the Eiffel Tower in the back. And then as you go further back, you're going to hit another restaurant, which is like their more signature dining. Which, I mean, Le Chef de France is.
Yes.
But this is
like on Albert and whatever.
Albert and Victoria? Or Victoria and Albert? Nah, I don't know if it's up to that.
It is. It is.
Monsieur Paul?
Monsieur Paul.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean...
it's one of those where it's like so much for 2 meals. You know, everything's included.
Oh, okay.
It's like Victoria and Albert's. Yeah.
Huh.
Just take my word for it.
All right.
And then back behind there is... It used to be the gelato shop.
Used to be. Not anymore. The Cremere.
The Cremere. But they also have a huge bakery now. Yeah. Huge. They just kind of combined it all. And it's huge. Oh my gosh. You have chocolate mousse is my all-time favorite from here. Or mousse de chocolat.
Yeah.
They have crepes. They have whatever you could think of they have. Croissants. They have sandwiches, so it's not just sweets. It's also, some savory things back there. Yeah,
this would be their counter service also.
Macaroons and macarons.
Yes.
Macarons.
Macaroons and rons. Runes and rons. all of your France merchandise here. Then they have more to, like, the wine connoisseurs again. That type of merchandise. Perfumes.
Makeup.
Makeup. And then they have the Impressions de France, which is their attraction, and
it's thrilling.
It's one that you can skim also. You can get all the impressions of France that you need by walking through the pavilion, because it is a beautiful pavilion.
It's gorgeous, and also they have all these gardens up front. During the Flower and Garden Show, they have every single Beauty and the Beast character.
Good stuff.
That's really nice. And you have a Beast and Beauty meet and greet here. So don't be missing them.
Yeah, and then for drinks, so if you're in your beer mood, they have 1664, which is a very good beer, and then they have a couple of good frozen options. So
you want me to tell you my favorite frozen option?
Please do, yes.
It's Grey Goose and orange.
The orange citron slush.
Yeah.
No, it's the Grey. No. The Grey Goose is with the lemonade.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. It's Grey Goose is lemonade, so
Well,
it's a
that's what I
frozen
meant.
lemonade with Grey Goose in it. And otherwise, they have the orange citron slushy, where you can get an added floater of what's that orange liqueur? Oh no, Grand Marnier. So you can get a Grand Marnier floater on top to go with your slush, and whew, that's the way to go.
You know a dreamsicle? It tastes like a dreamsicle.
Yeah, it's a dream come true.
It's fabulous.
It is. But you like the lemonade. You don't know what you like. Just
I
give her
like the
anything.
orange one.
At this point, just give her anything that's cold. So
Like the pizza from Italy.
yeah, no pizza. So that about wraps it up. Oh, they got good caricature action
Oh,
there too.
yeah.
So
And
that's
they
good.
have a lot of like street shows, like the mimes come out and
Mhm.
stuff like that. They're balancing on chairs.
Yeah. So let's walk across the bridge. So we got a little bit of a haul now to our next pavilion.
Yeah.
In between there, you have the International Gateway where you can come in from the back, which is always nice if you're at the
Backway
Epcot
entrance.
resort areas. And then once you get to your next pavilion, it's going to be United Kingdom. So you'll get to a character meet and greet. So you get Alice in Wonderland,
Mhm.
hot off the gate. And then you have on the other side some fish and chips, if you
Well,
want.
yeah, but Mary Poppins also shows up there too.
Yeah, she does. You're right.
So
And-
whoever you prefer.
And you can drink tea with them.
Yeah.
Not really
but
with them,
pinkies
but
up.
yeah, not really with them. But there's a huge tea house
Mm-hmm.
right behind it. It's not that no. So yeah, you can get teapots, teacups,
Tea.
dry teas. Yeah, exactly. Different
Shortbread
soaps.
cookies.
Shortbread cookies. Why
What
not?
do you need?
That's all you need.
But then you can carry on through there and you can get some soaps.
Mhm.
And
And
that's
then
kind of the end of that.
through the back though is where there's a band
There is
performing.
a great band playing.
So
They're singing all of the
They do a lot of
Beatles
Beatle
songs and then the Who. Who
Yeah.
are you?
yeah, you get some solid covers back
Oh
there.
yeah, it's
I
good.
like it, and I feel like a lot of people will just listen to it but not go back there. So
Mhm. Right.
it's usually if you go back there, they have chairs. You can
Mhm.
usually find a place to sit, and it's a good way to take a little break. And especially in the afternoon, there's going to be a lot of shade back there.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, and forgive
Good
me,
spot.
Beatles fans. I don't know what the famous gazebo is called, but they're in the famous gazebo that the Beatles played in.
I don't know
Sorry.
either. Sorry.
Do not hold that
Sorry.
against me. I just thought you might want to know.
Sorry, we're not sorry. But anyways, you get a lot of merchandise then. So you get
Of all the
Stones merchandise, the Who, Beatles, a couple other bands probably featured back there.
Yeah, and like a lot of Guinness t-shirts.
Yeah, a lot of your soccer merchandise
And
again.
back there is the Winnie the Pooh meet and greet.
Oh,
and,
that's right.
And Pooh's friends do come.
Mhm.
So that's a fun area for the kids, definitely.
Yeah, I agree. And so with the restaurant here is going to be Rose and Crown, and again, this one is one that sits on the water, so get some good views, especially if you're going to be nighttime dining. You get
Mhm.
some views of the nighttime show. And we've eaten here once. We weren't the biggest fans, not the
Not-
biggest fans, but
Not the biggest fans for many reasons beyond just the food.
well, I mean, the pub in there is awesome,
Oh yeah.
but yeah, the food wasn't as
The food
as
and the
good.
service.
Well, I mean, sometimes you're just gonna have bad service. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt there, and I guess sometimes you're gonna
They
have
would be
bad
rude.
food, but yeah. Anyways, it doesn't.
Oh,
There's better places to
Better
eat, I
options.
believe, around World Showcase than Rose and Crown.
and we've highlighted those.
Yeah. So but you do have to go in there to go to the pub. So the pub is definitely a must see. And
What
a
is
must
the drink
visit.
you get? Pimp's Cup?
Yeah, Pim's Cups are a good United Kingdom drink. I asked one of the bartenders there, and they said it was kind of like if you're not drinking a beer, kind of like their
Go-to.
signature, not go-to, but like their signature drink, I guess. But for the most part, people are drinking beer in here, which they have a lot of different beers. So You can get snake bites. You can get different ciders. You can get Guinness. You can get
Harp.
Yeah, harp spears. So a lot of options for you in here.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go last Canada or
Good
last
photo
country.
Good photo ops in the phone booths.
Yes, that's
if you're
a
looking
must.
for your photo op.
Yeah, and in the bathroom courtyard.
Or in the bathroom.
No, don't do that.
No, this isn't the Tangled bathroom, so no pictures required.
Yeah, no pictures necessary at the bathrooms in the UK. All right, last country. Talk it up.
Canada. So if you are a Marty Short fan,
Marty.
you just hit the jackpot.
Yes, this is the place to be to hang out with Martin Short. You
And who doesn't want to hang out with Martin Short?
You go to O Canada. It's Circle Vision, 360 degrees of straight Martin Short.
And Canada.
And Canada, yeah.
But like, that's just in the background.
Right. That's. I mean, the main reason you're going there is to hang out with Marty for a few
You learn
minutes.
about his childhood, growing up playing hockey, and
Yeah.
how he became who he is today.
Yeah, and it's a good viewing too.
Oh, it's
I like
nice.
the movie.
I do too, because you learn all the different parts of Canada, not just what you might think.
I don't know what that means.
Well, it
I
ends
don't
in
know what
oil
that
rigs, so I'm always like, Maelstrom?
Yes, it does end with oil rigs. Oil rig. But, so, once you get out of that show, it's really, actually going to that show, walking through, you see a little rendition of Niagara Falls, which is actually a really great photo op.
Grateful.
It's not anything like the real Niagara Falls, but it's...
You still sometimes might feel a little mist.
Yeah, a little mist. You never know. Queen of the Mist out there. You see some boats getting drowned in there.
Yeah, sometimes.
But they have just a few little merchandise shops.
Mm-hmm. Wooden. I like that.
Yeah, I like
they
the
sell
inside.
some maple syrup.
Mm-hmm. A lot of moose stuff.
A lot of moose.
And bears.
Bears.
But
and
the big draw to this country is
hockey.
No, the dining.
Oh yes, I thought you were gonna say the totem pole photo op.
No, that's another photo op. Also, totem poles. But no, their restaurant Le Cellier is a great steakhouse.
Wonderful.
It used to be one credit service if you're on the dining plan. Then it moved to dinner being 2, lunch 1. Then it moved to lunch being 2, dinner 2, and then it's like, well,
dessert 8.
Come on now. But no, they have cool. Their chocolate mousse is in the shape of a chocolate mousse.
And its antlers are leaves. What are they called? What, the maple leaf?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the maple
leaves.
leaves.
Oh, I didn't know what you were talking about.
No, the antlers are in the shape of like the middle
Yeah,
of the
the maple
flag.
leaves.
Yeah, the maple leaf.
Correct.
So that's fun.
But great steaks.
And cheddar soup.
Yes.
Pretzel bread. And their
even
beer.
more. Yeah, I like their beer.
What was it called?
Well, so they have a couple of different beers. So Moosehead is the lager.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the one with the strong alcohol content.
La Fin du Monde is a very...
La Fin du Monde?
It's about 8% alcohol, and it's kind of like a Blue Moon, so it's got more of like an orange citrus feel to it, but it is tasty.
It's delicious.
And it goes back real easy.
Oh, yeah.
And so, if that's your last country and that's what you're ending with, enjoy it.
Yeah. And we've gone there before just to share some appetizers and things just because we enjoy it. Mm-hmm. It is dark down there.
Yeah, it's
so
a
watch
cellar.
out. Yeah.
So, yeah. But also then they have some live entertainment.
Yeah.
So they have a stage where they'll either, at one point they had axe throwers, then they had some lumberjacks singing. What was her name?
The lumberjack.
No, come on. You got to know that.
I don't know.
I forget what their name was. I can't. That's gonna tear me up inside. But anyways,
it's all right. They can't see it anymore.
They can. They'll know. It's in their heart that they know. But so that wraps up the countries.
It sure does.
But as far as one other thing that we failed to mention for the kids to do is they have the Kids Spot Fun Cots at each station or at each pavilion. So your kids can go and collect masks and different stamps at each of the countries, so they can kind of do their own little around the world thing.
Passport.
Yeah, exactly. And so it is cool because gives them something to do if you want to look around some of the shops and you have one of your one spouse stay with the kid for a little while they color, and then you can kind of swap out.
Go get your margarita.
Yeah, so it's
They also
good something
have
for them to do.
what started as the Kim Possible,
Mhm.
and then now it's the Phineas and Ferbs.
Yeah.
So a mission around the countries.
Yes, which is, I mean, that's again.
It's like
fun
kind
stuff
of what
for
they
them to
have
do.
at Magic
Magic
Kingdom
Kingdom.
now. So
Yeah.
similar.
Yeah,
to
so you'll
that.
get different clues on your pager, and then you got to go and check in at those different clue spots.
And they also
Little
have different
scavenger hunt.
merchandise that you can buy that's different, like passport things. So you can keep an eye out for that to try and get the kids more involved if you feel it's difficult for them to be involved in such a magical place.
Yes, but they'll enjoy it. Plus, it's good walking.
Yeah,
All the way around is like a mile and a quarter.
I think it is. Yeah.
So from Mexico to Canada, you're getting over a mile in. So get those steps count.
And we usually go around twice.
Yeah, you got to double back a few times.
Hit your favorite drinks again.
Off kilter. I knew I was gonna kill it. I knew I'd come up with it. Man, that took too long. But anyways, so the huge draw at the end of the night then that everybody loves, and my favorite nighttime show by far is Illuminations Reflections of Earth. So at night, World Showcase at night is by far my favorite place.
When this music starts,
So
you can't help. You can be so angry because it's so hot. Yada yada yada.
yeah.
This music comes
Oh,
on,
yeah.
you're dancing.
Yeah, it comes on like 30 minutes prior to the show, and it's just, once it comes on, you know things are about to get real.
You just can't
it's
stop
good
dancing.
time.
I'm dancing now, just
Yeah.
thinking of it.
I love listening to the pre-show music like at work. I'll
Yeah.
just listen to it and get amped.
Yeah.
But so this show,
Phenomenal.
it is phenomenal. It brings in all the different cultures. Really talks about celebrating the world hand in hand. Talks about community and just being a melting pot, man.
And like how it started
Accepting
and then
everybody.
transitioned to we found water sources and planes. Evolution.
I don't know if I would take that away from it so much. It's more about how we have come together as a community.
Yeah.
And that's what Epcot's all about. It's a community of tomorrow.
Yeah. Or it's empty pockets.
It's a community of today. So, that really wraps up Epcot,
It's
the
great.
World Showcase.
It's
There's
the
a lot
best
to do.
place.
It's a lot to do. A lot to take in. But
If you
You're
have
gonna enjoy it.
questions,
we've got answers.
if you want to know our recommendations of any of the restaurants, anything, let us know.
Yeah, and as always, subscribe down below, comment, let us know what you thought. What are your favorite things to do around the countries, or in if you have kind of like a celebration that you do on a yearly basis, or if you have what's it called, like a
Tradition.
Tradition. Thank
So
you.
yeah, like we used to take hat pictures in every country and find a hat in every country.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun things that you can do other than just drinking around the world. You can take photos with certain merchandise.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, there's a lot. You
Oh.
could do like a snack around the world. You could do a
Mhm.
dessert around the world.
Right.
So, you don't have to only partake in the drinking
Right.
aspect, as some people might disagree with. But it's nice to just go for a leisure day and not indulge too much. So be responsible out there. Don't be getting
climbing
foolish.
temples and stuff.
Yeah,
Pyramids.
they're neither of those. But
The Mexico?
Yeah.
Pyramid?
I wouldn't call it a pyramid. It's a ruin. It's an ancient ruin.
Don't be climbing ruins.
But anyways, thank you for joining us. I know this one got long, but there was a lot to cover. So we can't wait to come back next time and continue to talk to y'all about everything that is Walt Disney World. Thanks for tuning in. We will catch you next time.
Bye.